Hi everyone, my name is Rafael. I'm gonna talk about the energy crisis that we are witnessing in our time. Every day, our species uses its weight of more than million terajoules of energy. That's roughly equivalent to what we would use if all 7.5 billion of us boiled 70 kiloliters of water an hour around the clock, or 3,000 times the daily output of Palo Verde nuclear power station in Arizona, one of the world's largest running at full capacity. The development of our society is tied to energy consumption. Without energy, man would not have been able to reach the present level of well-being and quality of life. Without the ability of sufficient energy resources, future economic development will be jeopardized. Notwithstanding recent increases in prices, energy is still cheap. All of us there before are used to make use of large amounts of energy without thinking much about it. It is because we are not aware of our actual needs. The World Energy Paranormal shows constant energy reserves, relative stable price, which however tend to grow, and a strong increase in the demand, particularly in the developing countries. However, fossil fuels, which are the source of energy that has been utilized mostly up to date, have a downside. First of all, they are destined to become depleted sooner or later. Certainly, the ascertained reserves of fossil fuels have gradually increased during the course of the last 25 years, with the discovery of new deposits and a more exhaustive exploitation of the existing deposits, made possible by modern technologies. Unlike what was believed at the end of the 17th, a physical depletion of these fossil resources is not immediate. We can still count on a few years, about 110 for coal, 58 for natural gas, or 51 for oil, to develop alternative sources of energy. The problem years before has only been postponed, but not for long. Another fundamental problem is that the fossil fuels in many cases are a source of pollution of the environment and in particular of the air. This problem also sums with the disparity between nations with regard to the level of well-being that has been obtained. Distribution of energy consumption is really anomalous. 20% of the world population uses 80% of the energy that is produced. This situation is strongly in contrast with the fundamental principles of equality among people, sustainable development, and their global quality of life. Countries like Africa or India are very poor at present. The per capita income in some areas is greatly below subsistence level, and they danger to increase their level of well-being. In order to do so, however, they need to utilize energy in greater amounts for more factories to operate to warrant sufficient life and heating for the families. Where will the additional energy come from? Probably if they follow our development model that use mostly fossil fuels. There will be a marked impact on the environment, and, as many experts believe, in the future several climate change, the so-called greenhouse effects, may take place with consequences that are extremely harmful for human beings. The consequences is a not sustainable development from the point of view of environment. On the other hand, we cannot prevent the poor countries from reaching an adequate economic and social development, also because economic and social imbalance that exists between nations is a potential source of political instability, wars, and extreme migratory flows. Maintaining the present situation or solely partial improvement will, in this case, lead to a non-sustainable development from an economic and social point of view. How to solve this problem? To the extent international, the countries of the world are trying to research an agreement through all the international institutions that can have a fundamental role. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.